You hear that crunch? Hey, Joey Starr here. Today I will be reviewing several flavors of the
MrBeast Bars.
Huh. I didn't know my voice can do that. Now here's the caveat to this review. I bought the variety pack of the
MrBeast Bars
about a week ago. They arrived here 4 days ago. But I read last night that these things have been rebranded to
MrBeast
Feastables about 6 months ago. And that some of the flavors have a different name and or been dropped altogether. Also, apparently the new bars have a new recipe. You can't make this up. So this means that although I bought them from Walmart, which is one of the official stores to buy them from, they still have some of the previous versions in stock, and depending on where and what you order, you may get the OG
MrBeast Bars.
For those who just don't know,
MrBeast
is only the biggest damn content creator on YouTube. He literally has more subscribers than anyone else, and he's in the top 3 for TikTok as well. He's well known for having these uber extravagant videos and for being a big time philanthropist. I was actually shopping for something else when I accidentally came across these. Immediately thought, MrBeast Bars? I have to order them. I have to try them. I have to review them for my channel. So here we are, Angela. So the variety pack comes with 7 bars. But the thing is, I believe there's at least 7 flavors, but I only have 6 flavors here. They actually repeated one of these. I don't know if that's the design of the variety pack or if whoever assembled this for my order dropped the ball, or maybe they were out of one of their flavors. I'm not sure, so we're only able to try out 6 of the 7 flavors here. I also have a handful of saltine crackers to use as a palate cleanser in between bars so that each one gets a fair shake. Let's start with the OG of the OG. This is the MrBeast Bar Original Chocolate. Now, something I wanted to point out, besides that the wrapper looks pretty cool in this design, one of the cool things about the Feastable bars is that they're made with a minimal amount of ingredients. And if I had to guess, there's a high quality ingredients based on the fact that A, it's MrBeast, and B, it's a little on the pricey side. So let's go ahead and open this first one here. While opening the package, I'm already getting the aroma from this guy. Remember, this is the original, so this is like just kind of the simple version, right? Smells great already. Let's pull it out of the sheath here. So this is what the bar looks like. I kind of like this. This is a neat design. So the top portion, it's got a little line here, and this top portion says share. This bottom portion says devour. So if I'm not mistaken, they're suggesting that you break off a piece like this, and you give that to your friend or whoever else, and you devour the rest for yourself. That's actually pretty clever. I'm actually starting to salivate from the aroma of this. It smells really, really good. Really authentic chocolate aroma. Reminds me of foreign chocolate in a way. So let's go ahead and take a first bite. Solid. Not very creamy. Has good flavor. Not overly sweet, which I always appreciate. It's not bad. Let's get another bite. Bearing in mind that this only has 4 ingredients, it may not be fair to compare this to like a Hershey bar, but according to my taste buds, the flavor is maybe just a tad subpar compared to a Hershey bar. This is probably a lot healthier for you because it's only 4 ingredients. I don't know about you. I've tried plenty of healthy chocolate bars. Most of them don't really taste that great. This actually tastes pretty good. Get a palate cleanser in before going on to the second bar. Next is the Quinoa Crunch Chocolate. This one has 5 ingredients, probably the quinoa. My understanding, under the new branding and recipe, now instead of being called MrBeast Bars, they're called MrBeastFeastables or just Feastables. And in that particular lineup, this is supposedly a discontinued flavor. So the fact that I received 2 of these as opposed to one of the other flavors might be a blessing in disguise. We'll see. Let's open it up. So this one has a much lighter color. It basically looks the same. Hopefully that's by design and not because, as I'm reading here, that the Best Buy date on this is approximately 2 weeks ago. And I notice in the back too, of course, you got the little crunch marks here. You got the little crunchy pieces here, which is probably the quinoa, right? The quinoa crunch. I'm gonna go ahead and break off the shareable size for myself and give this a try. Hopefully the flavor of this hasn't changed because the date passed a little bit. Okay, not as creamy as the original. Obviously it's crunchier, it's got a nice crunch to it. Now that I've gotten to a part that doesn't have that fade, it seems to be like a darker chocolate. This is not a milk chocolate, this is a darker chocolate. You hear that crunch? Yeah, it's got a nice crunch to it. The flavor's not bad. I gotta say that this tastes at least a little bit better than the original chocolate. And despite being a little bit past the Best By date, kind of tasty. This one's a bit more worthy of the MrBeast name. I also want to point out, and I don't know how much of this is the design of the bar or the fact that it's about 2 weeks past the date. I guess it doesn't matter because once these run out, you're not going to get anywhere to discontinue. But listen to the snap on this. Yeah, I didn't get that kind of snap from the original, which, by the way, on the original, the Best By date on this is well into next year. So get a palate cleanser in before getting to the third bar. Next is the chocolate sea salt. Also 5 ingredients. Is the 5th ingredient the sea salt? Possibly. Now I'm checking for the Best By date on these as I go. This one's also well into next year. I'm gonna go ahead and break off the shareable portion here. A little sloppy, but it works. And let's go ahead and try this. The aroma on this is not as strong as original, but smells roughly the same. Let's see what it tastes like. So a little softer than the quinoa. I don't know what kind of bearing that Best By date has, but one that is not as snappy. Much tastier, yes. That sea salt does much to bring about the flavor and highlight the sweetness of the chocolate. That's actually really tasty. Now, like this better than the quinoa even. Quick palate cleanser before I get into the 4th bar. These saltines are making me thirsty. Next is the milk chocolate, which according to the packaging is made with grass-fed milk. Interesting. I would have thought they'd feed the grass to the cow, not directly to the milk. Go ahead and open this. Break off a share portion. So far, with the exception of the quinoa, all these really smell the same. But this, of course, has a lighter brown shade to it because it's milk chocolate. Makes sense. And if I didn't already point it out, this is another 5 ingredient bar. A little more snap than the other 2 that are within the Best By period. Much creamier of the 3. Smooth texture. Nice taste. No, this is a good experience. There's a reason why most chocolate bars you find out there are milk chocolate, because it makes all that difference as far as how smooth the experience is. Best one yet. Cleanse the old palate. The next one is titled with just one word, crunch. And it says here it's milk chocolate with puffed rice. In case you didn't already guess, they gave this milk grass directly. This one is 6 ingredients, so we're getting a little more complex. This is a nice looking candy bar. It's got that lighter brown because it's the milk chocolate. You got your puffed rice here representing on the back. It looks really good. It looks like a Nestle Crunch bar. In fact, you know darn well that I'm gonna compare this to a Nestle Crunch bar. Let's go ahead and break off a piece. Let's see. Nice crunch, nice flavor, creamy, a little bit sweeter than the others. Still not overdone. Yeah, pretty smooth. Really digging that crunch. Good texture, good flavor. Supposedly in the new branding Feastables, Crunch is replaced by Milk Crunch. I have a feeling it's just the same bar that they just changed the name a little bit. Final palate cleanse. And finally we have these nuts. Now here's a funny little story about this bar. So one of the things I read last night about this bar is that part of the new branding, including changing its name, is just peanut butter, because the company that makes the peanuts that I reviewed in my D's Nuts video actually took MrBeast to court. And the first thing I thought when I read that was like, what an amazing coincidence. I had no idea there was a lawsuit involved and that this is the old brand name. So this is the final chance to try D's Nuts from
MrBeast.
This one's 7 ingredients. Just a coincidence. I kept these in the order that they were packaged in. So maybe they did it on purpose, but you notice as we've gone through, each bar either had the same or more ingredients as the previous one. I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but each one has kind of been tastier than the previous one. Even my past date quinoa tasted better than the regular chocolate. So, I mean, that's definitely the pattern I see going here. I'm hoping this is true because between you and me, I love peanut butter with chocolate. I just, like anything, Reese's Cups, peanut butter chocolate ice cream, whatever it is, I love that combination of peanut butter or peanuts with chocolate. So I have high hopes for this. This also was made with milk that was directly fed grass. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up these nuts, share a portion at the top, and break that off. I don't know how well this is gonna show up on camera, but I'm sure gonna try. If you look at the cross section here, zoom in if you have to, I can see a little layer in there of the peanut butter. I'm gonna go ahead and break this in half. This is very tender. Like, it's not a soft chocolate, it's solid like the others, but it just seems to break a little bit easier than the other ones, probably because it doesn't have the structural strength that the other ones have, because you have that layer of peanut butter there, which is probably soft. Let's go ahead and take a bite. True to form, this is the best one out of all 6. This is excellent. Excellent. Yeah, very good. I'll even go out on a limb and say this is about or close to a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I still think the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup is tastier, but bear in mind, there's only 7 ingredients in this sucker. The other side of that is you're paying a heck of a lot more for this bar. You know, that's so good, I want to get another piece. Yeah, there we go. I'm into the devour side now. Smooth, creamy. Peanut butter flavor is not all up in your face. Nice contrast, the saltiness with sweetness. Very enjoyable. Yeah, I can't stop picking at it. So there you go. OG
MrBeast Bar.
All of them are pretty good. They kind of get better as they go. If you get the variety pack or are able to get the original one of these, then look out for these nuts because they're pretty tasty. Otherwise, on the new branding Feastables, they're called Peanut Butter Crunch. If you only try one bar, I recommend that one because it is, you know, leaps and bounds in flavor over the other 5 that I tried. Now, from a financial perspective, do I think these are worth roughly $7 a bar? If you're really curious and you want to try them out, and you're looking into the fact that they're a healthier chocolate bar because they're made with very few ingredients, I would say it's worth getting an individual bar of whatever you think your favorite flavor is going to be and paying $7 for that. I mean, as far as the whole variety pack goes, unless you're like a completist or a major MrBeast fan or a small-time YouTuber trying his best to climb up the beast status, sure, by all means, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but now that I've tried these, if I see these out somewhere in 7-Eleven or Walmart or Target, if I really feel that craving, particularly for the peanut butter crunch, I'm gonna just go get a single bar because honestly, I have much better things to spend $7 on than a 2-ounce candy bar. How about you? Have you tried these before? Have you heard of these? What are your thoughts? Which ones you tried? How good do you think you are? If you tried more than one, or if you tried a variety like I have, which of those are your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Just so you know, there are more MrBeast and Feastable products out there. Do you want me to try them and review them? You let me know in the comments below, or if you want, send me an email. Let me know which of those, any of those that you want me to try, or if you want me to try all of them, or just whatever I can find. Let me know, and I'll be happy to make another review video. And who knows, we generate enough of a buzz, maybe, just maybe, if the food gods are smiling up upon me, and if I'm able to blow my whole luck bank in one shot, maybe, just maybe, I can get a collab going with MrBeast. I got a better shot of getting a collab in with Mike Chen, and even that's a long shot for me, but I would definitely take the opportunity if I could do so. Thank you so much for watching Starr Quality Kitchen. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and stalk. Laters. These nuts taste so good.